Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the launch of the renewed edition of the Women Entrepreneurship Platform. We will begin shortly. Thank you.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Namaskar, Namaste, Namaskara, Vanakkam, Namaskaramu, Sat Shri Akal, Adab. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Shakti Rupine Samstita. Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Shanti Rupine Samstita. Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Shraddha Rupine Samstita. Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha. She is Shraddha. She is Sadhana. She is Shakti. There is no limit to what a woman can accomplish, and she needs to be celebrated every day. Hello, and a very good evening to all our respected dignitaries, guests, and viewers from across the country. On behalf of Niti Aayog, FICCI, and Flipkart, I would extend a warm welcome to this virtual launch of the revamped Women Entrepreneurship Platform, WEP. नमस्कार देवी और सज्जनों, आज हम महिला सशक्तिकरण को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं और इस वर्चुअल समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करती हूं, हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूं। The Women Entrepreneurship Platform, WEP, is a first of its kind unified access portal which brings together women from different parts of India to build a nurturing ecosystem that enables them to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations. WEP achieves this by facilitating relevant information and services through key partnerships. In an effort to enhance the community experience for women entrepreneurs in India, Niti Aayog and Flipkart, India's homegrown e-commerce marketplace, have come together to launch the revamped Women Entrepreneurship Platform. The revamped version shall also include an additional feature to offer mentorship to the women mentees with specific knowledge concerning a problem area through a dedicated online mechanism facilitated under FICCI Flow's Empowering the Greater 50% mission. On that note, we have with us Ms. Anna Roy from the Indian Economic Service. She has received her education from Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University, and Delhi School of Economics. In the government, she has worked in the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Civil Aviation, and Niti Aayog. At Niti Aayog, she heads the Data Management and Analysis and the Frontier Technologies verticals. Ms. Roy has been the key driver for the WEP, the flagship Niti initiative. May I invite Ms. Anna Roy, Advisor Niti Aayog, on screen to open our launch event.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to this launch event, which marks another important milestone in the development of Women Entrepreneurship Platform, which was the brainchild of Mr. Amitabh Kant, CEO Niti Aayog, and it was conceived at the end of a Global Entrepreneurship Summit held in 2017. It was launched on March 8, 2018. And since then, we have covered several milestones. So I'm very happy to welcome all of you to today's event, where in the true spirit of public-private partnership, we will be working with FICCI and Flipkart to further enhance the features on the Women Entrepreneurship Platform to give richer and better experience to the women entrepreneurs and provide them the seamless information flow, which was the original vision for this platform. This is essentially an aggregator platform, and the idea for launching this platform was given by Mr. Khan, because in his interaction with all the women delegates in GS, he realized that it was the information asymmetry which really kind of impacts the growth. And despite numerous efforts by the government as well as the private sector, the flow is not requisite to the efforts put in. So in that journey, I'm very happy to have this new milestone with a enhanced community page, which will help the ecosystem grow, and the mentorship, because we do not believe reinventing the wheel, and we will be partnering with FICCI to provide the mentorship to our women entrepreneurs registered on this platform. With these words, I welcome all of you to this event, and the dignitaries who are going to address you subsequently. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Roy. It's time now to hear from the man who conceived the platform, Shri Amitabh Kant, CEO, Niti Aayog. He is presently the CEO of
It's
National...
better that we hear Dr. Sangeeta Reddy and Mr. Krishnamurthy. I'll speak thereafter.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, so good if we have Dr. Krishnamurthy first and then Sangeeta Reddy.
On that note, as per the request, may I now request Mr. Kalyan Krishnamurthy, CEO, Flipkart, to join us on screen and share his thoughts.
Good afternoon, everyone, and very happy New Year to everybody to start with. We are very excited to be here today in partnership with Niti Aayog and FICCI, two very esteemed organizations that have constantly worked towards building an ecosystem that is conducive for MSMEs and businesses of all kinds to strive. The launch of the new version of the Women Entrepreneurship Platform today marks yet another step towards that vision with a clear focus on women-led businesses. The increasing presence of women as entrepreneurs has not only resulted in economic growth and job creations, but also brought forward a transformational social and personal impact. India today has less than 16 million women-owned entrepreneurs. The scope for inspiring women entrepreneurs to grow is massive and needs stakeholders from all dimensions of society to be involved. Women entrepreneurs today face unique challenges and obstacles, from a lack of networking opportunities and mentors to balancing work and family. As a homegrown local Indian company, we are delighted to have had the opportunity to partner with Niti Aayog to revamp the Women Entrepreneurship Platform. This unified access portal brings together women from different parts of the country to build a nurturing ecosystem that enables them to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations. Backed by strong technology and innovation experience, we at Flipkart have been able to develop WEP to be a more intuitive and engaging platform for women entrepreneurs to collaborate, share their knowledge, and build communities as they develop and grow. Over the years, we have been able to leverage our expertise to help MSMEs overcome challenges in digital transformations. Our teams work with lakhs and lakhs of MSMEs and sellers across India to provide them with constant counsel and help with their business readiness. We are also an enabler of women-led businesses with a strong presence of women entrepreneurs on our marketplace. With the help of initiatives such as WP, we are confident of seeing encouraging growth in women entrepreneurs and will continue in building sustenance to this cause. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Krishnamurthy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us a global healthcare leader, Indian entrepreneur and humanitarian, passionately committed to transforming the healthcare system through technological advancements and accelerating positive transformation for effective healthcare service delivery. She has been nominated by Government of India as a mentor of the Technology Development Board, Department of Science and Technology. She is an executive member at National Association of Software and Services. She has advocated and influenced policy reforms, needs, and she is an acclaimed speaker on global healthcare forums around the world, including the World Health Congress. To inspire us with her words, please welcome Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, President, FICCI.
Namaste, good afternoon. Let me first begin by wishing all of you a very, very happy new year. Mr. Amitabh Kant, Mr. R.M. Mishra, Ms. Anna Roy, Chetna, Deepthi, Kalyan, Dilip, Jyoti, Uma. It's really a wonderful way to mark the beginning of the year with a forum full of revitalized hopes, energies, and synergies to empower existing and budding women entrepreneurs of India. Mr. Kant, you are a continuous source of inspiration, and I've also found that you specialize in the ability to create what is critical and transformational. And that is what I think your Women's Forum is. I think everybody knows that it's estimated that we could add about 770 billion to the GDP of India by 2025, just by pushing for more parity and equality for women. So this is something that I'm very excited about. So friends, I'm here to talk to you about the FICCI and FICCI Ladies Organization FLOW, our initiative called Empowering the Greater 50%. This was launched about 7 months ago when I had the privilege to be the president of FICCI. And this was, one of my passion projects. So we had Ms. Smriti Irani launch it. And I think in the brief time since launch, we've been able to touch the lives of about 30,000 women, but there's so much more we can do. And I think partnering with Niti Aayog is an exciting way to do that. The Greater 50, very briefly telling you, it lays an emphasis on enhancing entrepreneurial and decision-making skills for women and aspiring entrepreneurships based on a mentorship program. So we actually have 5 verticals. One of these verticals is entrepreneurship in women. The others include, better role and enhancement for women in the corporate world. There is STEM education, there's marginalized women. But today we'll stay focused on entrepreneurship in women, which is one of our verticals at the Greater 50. So we genuinely believe that if we can facilitate a conducive business environment where women's own businesses can be nurtured, promoted, and scaled up. And this has become even more so in the post-pandemic world. So when we put this together, we partnered with Micromentor because very often women had started a small business, had been successful based on the sheer dint of their hard work, but they lacked certain skill sets. Sometimes they just needed an encouragement, but sometimes they needed to know how to enhance my bank limits, how to do digital marketing, where is the environment changing, latest human resource practice, or they needed someone to help them think this through in a manner which was not big enough to engage a consultant. And therefore, we used the Micromentor platform, linked it to the Greater 50 platform, created sign-ups, so global mentors as well as Indian mentors who are now mentoring other entrepreneurs who come in and are able to share this knowledge pro bono with our young women entrepreneurs. So it's been an exciting journey. We're getting some really good feedback. It's early days for the usage of this. However, the number of mentors have signed up. So I'm very excited about this collaboration with Niti Aayog and with your platform. And here the process is transparent, result-oriented, and there is a feedback loop. And we will now make sure that the dashboard is shared with Niti Aayog as well, so we can work on this together as a joint and collaborative initiative. I'm very happy also that, Anna and I have spoken about this many times, about finding ways to do things for women. And now this is fructified into a tangible, scalable, and potentially very impactful program. I'm also happy that Chetna is here. Chetna ji has been a guiding light in the Greater 50 mentorship vertical. And I think she's proven by her work that so much can be achieved by just encouraging women. Women are indeed the backbone of society. I don't need to say more about this, but I would just like to add one point, which is from the FICCI UN Women study that we recently had. We have Ms. Lakshmi also from UN Women, who is one of our guiding lights on the Greater 50. And the study showed that 69% of women entrepreneurs reported that they were working at a lower level of productivity during the pandemic, and they were just managing to stay afloat. And another 74% of them indicated that they hadn't received any new orders as a result of the pandemic. So let me just say there's a lot to be done. we must support them and ensure that these women do not go out of business. Having said that, many women seized the new opportunity and started production of things like PPE gears and masks and immunity boosters. So it is now time to seize the moment, and as our Honorable Prime Minister said, convert this adversity into opportunity. And this is one of the best ways of doing it, of supporting women. Niti Aayog's Women Entrepreneurship platform has successfully brought women from all parts of India under this one community. And I look forward to the Greater 50 collaboration to really unlock more value. FICCI and Flo value this partnership, and we will definitely find ways to work collaboratively together for the impact that we can give to women who are such an important part of society. My true special thanks to Mr. Amitabh Kant and Anna Roy and the entire team at Niti. And of course, Kalyan, we look forward to working together with you. You will find that the FICCI's team on the Greater 50 is very passionate and very determined to ensure that the year 2020 and beyond is really a year of determination of helping women succeed as entrepreneurs. With this, let me say thank you. We have a very short video, about a minute, on the Greater 50. So may I request the programming team to please go ahead and play that video. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Reddy, for those insightful words and for all the efforts FICCI Flo is making towards empowering women entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Get ready for the grand launch of the brand new WEP, Women Entrepreneurship Platform.
With a vision to empower women entrepreneurs that are bringing change in the demographic characteristics of business and economic growth, a unified platform, the Women Entrepreneurship Platform was launched in 2018. Today, with partners from across the nation, WEP has brought together the right mix of knowledge seekers and knowledge providers to unlock the true potential of the platform. Women entrepreneurs today face unique obstacles. Coming together or forming communities allows them to share these experiences with mentors and professionals, in turn taking their passion and entrepreneurial ambition to new heights. Furthering its mission to build a strong support system for women entrepreneurs, WEP has partnered with homegrown e-commerce marketplace Flipkart to revamp the community module. Hosted locally and backed by technology and innovation, the new platform will enable smooth and advanced user experience. The community page will offer users a simplified login process by making the login form more intuitive. We have improved the look and feel of the homepage widget to make it more accessible. Asking a question is simpler now, as users can write their queries on the community page in a more intuitive manner. Incentivizing both knowledge seekers and knowledge providers, users can gift badges to each other as a token of appreciation for solving queries or relaying information. Language options are also available for easier interaction. Further, pro tips like how to frame your questions for the community are also provided. Users can also see relevant recommendations within the community experience and get faster answers to their queries. Unlocking entrepreneurship amongst women in India requires a concerted effort, one which provides an unprecedented opportunity to change the economic and social trajectory of India and its women for generations to come. WEP and Flipkart today are proud to have the opportunity to build a platform that enables women entrepreneurs ecosystem in India.
Fantastic. Requesting a virtual round of applause from everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Ram Mohan Mishra took on the responsibility as the Secretary for Ministry of Women and Child Development in August last year. He works on comprehensive policy making for the SME sector in India. He has over 30 years of experience as an Indian Administrative Service Officer, having worked in various fields. He's been the CEO of a government company working for promoting and facilitating inclusive growth, entrepreneurship development, climate change adaptation, and sustainable development. We have a special message from Shri Ram Mohan Mishra, Secretary for Ministry of Women and Child Development.
Honorable CEO of Niti Aayog, other dignitaries who are present in this program, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that women empowerment is a very important agenda for the nation. It's also a very important constitutional obligation for us. And when we talk about women empowerment, we all know that there are different aspects of it. There are social, cultural, political, and economic aspects. And in today's times, economic empowerment has assumed a very important dimension. Talking about women empowerment is nothing new to us as a nation. In our history and culture, we know that sages have told us that yatra naryastu pujante ramante tatra devata. That is the ultimate respect and space for women any culture would have bestowed. So therefore, we need to only rebuild on what we have in our roots. And this is in this regard that this platform, which is being rededicated, is a very, very significant milestone. And I would like to congratulate CEO Niti Aayog and his team for taking this very, very important step. Talking about this platform, we need to remember that first of all, for any platform to succeed, the participation of beneficiaries, participation of people who are going to benefit from it is extremely important. And this is where the first step we need to take is creation of adequate capacity on the demand side. And there are several steps which have been taken in terms of creating awareness amongst women, in terms of entrepreneurial opportunities. There have been financial literacy programs, but we should take note of this fact that we have a long way to go in this regard. And this is where aggregation of the efforts of various institutions. And in this regard, I would like to mention, there's a fund which the Reserve Bank of India have created for financial literacy that gets used through RCTs in the country. That is one such fund which supplemented with other efforts of the government and non-government agencies can be a very great source of support. So once we taken care of creating capacity on the demand side, we need to streamline the capacity on the delivery capacity. And this is where first question which is important, after we have taken care of the motivation of the participating individuals and groups, it's important that we are able to answer the questions they have. And this is where the issue of knowledge support becomes very important. I would like to inform the this August House that Ministry of MSME have started a very good initiative in this regard. And they're setting up now enterprise facilitation centers across the country. As I understand, right up to the blocks and maybe even down there. That could be an institutional arrangement which can be leveraged for a lot of handholding and support in this regard. Once that has happened, then we should proceed to other aspects of comprehensive enterprise development and support. That is access to capital, access to technology, access to infrastructure, access to markets, and facilitating ease of doing business. It is in this regard that I would also like to mention that access to risk capital is particularly important for women. Because we all know that there are issues of mortgaging assets and there are other collateral issues. And therefore, access to risk capital at the early stage and then mid stage is important. Same is true about guarantee products. So there is a mutual guarantee available to self-help groups. But when they're trying to scale up to enterprise level, there are issues. So therefore, some product which is in between mutual guarantee product and the credit guarantee product has to be developed and rolled out. This coupled with very robust e-marketing platform, particularly targeting women, could be a great help. Here again, Ministry of MSME have that scheme for reservation of women in procurement from government and PSC sources. That also could be significantly upscaled. There are several other things, but the most important thing, as I said, is participation of stakeholders. And here again, the social enterprises have a humongous role to play. There are wonderful initiatives of different non-profit organizations across the country. And this is where Niti Aayog has that portal where all the NGOs are converging. I would urge upon the Honorable CEO and his team, if we can look at the possibility of integrating all of the platforms which are associated with these 6-7 things which I just mentioned, the services which are being rendered. If all those platforms can be seamlessly integrated, and there's a massive mobilization drive for women to participate from the demand side, I think this platform, which has just been launched, will be a very, very great kind of contribution to promoting women empowerment. We in the Ministry of Women and Child Development are very grateful because we will be the ultimate beneficiaries of this entire institutional mechanism which has been developed. And therefore, while I am with all of you, I would like to commit that whatever humble contribution we can make from the ministry in strengthening this platform, in making this platform robust and serving millions of people in this country, particularly our women entrepreneurs, we would be more than delighted. With these few words, once again, I would like to express my gratitude and also would like to wish all the best to this WAP team and to all those who are going to associate themselves with this a very, very important initiative. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mishra ji. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting to hear it from the man who conceived the platform. Presenting Shri Amitabh Kant, CEO, Niti Aayog.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Kalyan Krishnamurti, Chetna, Deepti, Mr. Mishra, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to welcome you to the launch of the revamped version of the Women Entrepreneurship Platform 3.0. Gender equality has been a subject that I care deeply about, and I feel Entrepreneurship is one of the vehicles of realizing a more equal society. As more women take on entrepreneurship, it serves as a catalyst for socio-economic transformation by advancing the economic empowerment of women, by enhancing women's agency and status, typically through ownership of assets and the freedom of decision making. The challenges faced by women entrepreneurs had been recognized by Niti Aayog in its strategy of India at 75. The genesis of the platform dates back to 2017. Recognizing the need for an aggregator platform dedicated to women entrepreneurship, we had announced the platform at the end of the 8th Global Entrepreneurship Platform. Since then, the platform has come a long way. This entrepreneurship platform caters to both established as well as aspiring women entrepreneurs through its 3 guiding principles. Ichha Shakti, to motivate aspiring entrepreneurs to kickstart their enterprise. Gyan Shakti, to provide knowledge and ecosystem support. Karma Shakti, to provide hands-on support in launching and scaling ventures. And this, to my mind, Ichha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, Karma Shakti are the 3 key principles. And the platform follows clearly defined objectives to fulfill the vision with which it was developed. Firstly, enabling collaboration among peers, partners, and industry players. Secondly, addressing information asymmetry through a dynamic knowledge portal. Thirdly, offering capacity building programs to enable scalability and sustainability. And fourthly, creating role models by recognizing exceptional women change makers across India. It is pertinent to note that the platform is not static, but it has been consistent, constantly evolving. Now in its 3rd year, we have the 3rd incarnation of the platform. There has been constant emphasis on improving and refining the platform to better serve the ecosystem. Based on user feedback received during Gamma testing for the 2nd edition of the Women Entrepreneurship Program, it was felt that the community model could be better improved. Flipkart came forward, stepped up the challenge, and it has made a huge difference. It has supported the envisioned reimagining of the whole web community experience in a very, very dynamic manner. And I would like to compliment Flipkart on this. It is my hope that this platform will become a place for entrepreneurs to not only seek information and support, but also to hear each other out. It will always serve as a forum for people's voice to be heard, helping inform policies and programs to better suit the needs and requirements on ground. We have a lot of exciting new announcements this year, starting with the first new partnership, the collaboration with FICCI's Flow Empowering the Greater 50 initiative and empowering the Greater 50% initiative. And this is a very, very unique initiative of FICCI Flow, and therefore we are delighted to partner it. Since its inception, the platform has grown considerably with now more than 18,000 registered users. While we may have come a long way, there's still much more work to be done. As technology evolves, we will also explore how it can be leveraged to better serve women entrepreneurs in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities and in rural areas, catalyzing tangible impact on ground. McKinsey's Gender Parity Report 2018 noted, as Dr. Reddy mentioned, if India is able to address the gender inequality, we would add about 770 billion to the GDP. That is about 18% more than the usual scenario. As per the 6th economic census, women only constitute 13.76% of the total entrepreneurs. That is 8.05 million out of the 58.5 million entrepreneurs in the country. This may have been a missed opportunity in the past, but I'm confident as the government and private sector hold hands through initiatives such as the web, we'll realize this vision of a new India where men and women have the equal opportunity to build and to share in the glory of achievement. I hope and I'm sure that Web 3.0 will take us one step closer to this goal, as it serves as a platform to establish a nucleus for this vibrant ecosystem. I'm extremely thankful to Fiki and to Flipkart and to the leadership of Dr. Sangeeta Reddy and Mr. Kalyan Krishnamurthy, and to the very distinguished participants like Chetna Sinha, Deepti, Dilip, and the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare, who've collaborated with us in this very unique and dynamic evolution of Web 3.0. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be a part of this program.
Thank you, Amitabh-ji. Ladies and gentlemen, opportunities are like sunrises, and making the most of these are our women achievers who are here to share their success stories. First up, we have Ms. Chetna Galha Sinha, who has worked with people's movements since the early 80s. In 1996, she founded the Man Deshi Foundation in Maswar, a drought-stricken area of Maharashtra, with the aim of economically and socially empowering rural women. In 1997, she set up the Man Deshi Mahila Sahakari Bank, India's first bank for and by rural women. Chetna has been instrumental in driving significant policy changes to support low-income communities. Please welcome Ms. Chetna Gala Sinha, founder, Man Deshi Foundation.
Namaskar. And thank you very much. I'm really very much thankful to Niti Aayog, Flipkart, Fiki to invite me and celebrate this kickstarting of Women Entrepreneurship platform. And really thanks honorable dignitaries, Anna, Miss Anna Roy, Kalyan Mishra, Women and Child Welfare Secretary, Sangeeta Reddy, and Mr. Kant. In fact, I would say that Mr. Kant, भारत की हर महिला उद्योग बनना चाहती है और उसका मौका आपने दिया है. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि Women Entrepreneurship Platform is celebrating a women business leaders today. And not only that, it's not just celebrating, but it's creating the roadmap for our women, which will make her a business leader. Why don't I share with you a story of Anjali, who is making haldi in a small village in Latur district. Post-pandemic, Anjali was making the best haldi, and she was growing haldi and producing haldi powder. She could package it best. You could provide the marketing skills to her, but she couldn't market. And how would she market, right? That was the biggest challenge during that time. And we created mandeshiebazar.com. Dipti with the Mandeshi Mahila Bank, with Mandeshi Udyogini, we created, I'm just sharing this journey because I want that, we have a role models like Sangeeta in front of us, right? As a women business leaders. So that roadmap is so important for our women also. मेरे गांव की महिलाओं के लिए भी उतना ही अहमियत रखता है ना. तो जब हल्दी बनाई, बहुत अच्छा पाउडर बनाया, एडवर्टाइज कैसे करें? हमने मानदेशी डिजिटल एकेडमी शुरू with the partnership of Shristi. I'm very glad to share on this platform under the leadership of Mr. Kant. हमें अब जरूरत है गांव की औरतों के लिए एक डिजिटल एकेडमी बनाए और हम ये डिजिटल एकेडमी वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्लेटफॉर्म खुद है आज. और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि ये प्लेटफॉर्म आज हमारी महिलाओं को हिसाब, हुनर और हिम्मत तो देता ही है, पर इसी के साथ I would just like to share that these women who are women like Anjali who produce the best quality of product, but they need hand-holding, mentoring. And I'm so proud, Sangeeta, with your leadership, we are running this Wiki Flow mentorship program, not only just for the tech entrepreneurs or high-tech entrepreneurs of tier 1 cities, but for rural women also. And with this, I would just like to add that when Anjali made this powder, wanted to do market, I would just like to request Kalyan, there are thousands of women who want to come on e-platform. Mandi, she can bring only 400, 500, 1,000 women. Flipkart can bring millions on this e-platform. And not only that, but Kalyan, y'all can actually mentor our women. How? Because they would require a low-cost toolkit where they can come on platform with their product and the ease of not having, even if they do not have GST, they can get it. Or even if they do not have GST, they can come on platform. And with that, have a very heavy traffic so they can sell it and also know how to package it and dispatch it. So with all this support from Flipkart, and the other thing, Anna, as we are talking continuously about, how do we provide the access to capital to first-time borrower, which is not challenging if we reduce the pain points of bankers. And yes, Niti Aayog can share that on our Women Entrepreneurship platform, can share that risk with bankers. So it's not just joint liability group is getting the credit. It's good to start with SHG. It's good to start with individual group businesses, but it is very good to end with business leaders. And I'm so glad, Mr. Kant, that you have provided a platform where we will actually share the risk with bankers also, that if bankers need the KYC proper, banker needs the credibility score, banker needs to know the women entrepreneurs. Women Entrepreneurship platform is here. They can they can measure our women entrepreneurs on this platform of WEP and provide the first time loan to these women. So with this, I would just say that Women Entrepreneurship platform is giving a courage to our business leaders, is giving a capital to our business leader. और सबसे बड़ी बात मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि मिस्टर कल्याण, मिस्टर सेक्रेटरी फ्रॉम विमेन एंड चाइल्ड वेलफेयर, मिस्टर कांत साहब, मैं खास ये कहना चाहूंगी कि मुझे भरोसा है कि ये विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्लेटफॉर्म इसी साल 1 मिलियन ग्रामीण उद्योजिका तैयार करेगा ही करेगा, पर पूरी दुनिया में ये सबक हम लोग सिखाएंगे कि हमारी ग्रामीण उद्योजिका जो है वो सिर्फ देश के लिए नहीं, दुनिया के लिए आदर्श बनेगी। आत्मनिर्भरता तो है ही, पर इसी के साथ मैं यही कहना चाहूंगी कि मेरी जैसे संगीता रेड्डी रोल मॉडल है, मेरी बेटी डॉक्टर बनेगी ऑफ कोर्स, बट मेरी बेटी और बहू या मेरे देश की महिला उद्योग लीडर बनेगी। और ये विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्लेटफॉर्म ऐसा इंडेक्स खड़ा करेगा जो ये इंडेक्स कहेगा कि मेरे देश में इस साल मैंने कितनी महिलाओं के उद्योग लीडर्स बनाया। हमें सिर्फ श्रीमंत लोगों का इंडेक्स नहीं चाहिए, हमें सिर्फ उद्योगपतियों का इंडेक्स नहीं चाहिए, हमें हमारी ग्रामीण उद्योग लीडर्स का, जो महिलाएं हैं, महिला उद्योजिका का इंडेक्स चाहिए, जो पूरे दुनिया को बताएगा कि विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्लेटफॉर्म ये खड़ा कर सकती है कि एक साल में मिलियन से ज्यादा उद्योजिका, विमेन बिजनेस लीडर्स will be there on our platform. Thank you so much.
चेतना ताई, खूब छान, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपकी प्रेरणा के लिए. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to introduce our next speaker, Deepti Raula. She has 15 years of experience working in the US with Palm, Nokia, Qualcomm, among others, in RF communication roles. She joined the government of Telangana as a joint director for electronics in 2016 and has been appointed as CEO of WeHub since inception in 2017. She envisions to create a work environment that is gender blind and construct economic independence as a tool for empowerment. She is a strong proponent of girls in STEAM and women in decision-making spaces. May I request Miss Deepthi Raula, CEO, We Hub, to share her thoughts.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Archana, for the introduction. Good afternoon, Mr. Khan, Ms. Roy, Dr. Reddy, Mr. Ram Mohan Mishra, Madam Chetna Garu. Good afternoon to all of you. And I would like to start out by saying, in the past 3 years since VHub has been created, VHub is a physical incubator by the government of Telangana for women entrepreneurs. So we work with women entrepreneurs across sectors, stage, and we've had the good fortune of working with more than 3,427 women in the past 3 years across urban and rural landscapes. And we also work with women entrepreneurs in the tech space. So few of the key things that we've been noticing in the past 3 years is that with all the support mechanisms that we are doing at VHub, the key problems are still access to finance, access to networks, access to markets, and more importantly, access to peer-to-peer learning. And underlying all this, the most important problem that a lot of entrepreneurs face is that they want all of this on one place. And I'm really thrilled, and we've been working with WEP since inception in 2018, that WEP is bringing all these resources at one place. So that has been an amazing source of support for us at VHub and also for the women entrepreneurs that we engage with. And with the collaboration with Flipkart and also with Wikiflow, Niti Aayog and WEP has gone further to democratize entrepreneurship by way of creating access to all this information in vernacular. What I mean by that is that beneath all the problems that entrepreneurs face, the biggest problem is of self-perception and valuing themselves as entrepreneurs when they can't speak a language. In our case, we always see that an entrepreneur thinks that, just because she cannot speak in English or she can't speak in something which actually is very corporate-ish, she thinks of herself as a little bit lesser. So at VHub, we do a lot of work in Telugu. And I'm really glad that, when Flipkart came on board and Niti Aayog and Flipkart came together to give access to WEP in so many different languages. And that is going to truly democratize entrepreneurship for any woman entrepreneur across socioeconomic scale. And now coming down to the biggest mechanism, which is there to enable any entrepreneur, is access to mentors. Because a mentor is not somebody who's going to just give you knowledge. A mentor is somebody who's going to be your friend, your guide, your devil's advocate, your critic, and most importantly, your champion. So thank you so much, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, for creating an initiative such as Empowering 50. And you're bringing in so many women role models who are part of this Empowering 50 to give hope to a lot of the women who are just entering or thinking about being an entrepreneur and showcasing that, yes, you can, because we have done it. So thank you so much for actually creating access to that. Now I'll switch to Telugu for a little bit because I think there is a lot of audience from our part of the world as well. So ఈ women entrepreneurship platform లా ఏదైతే ఈ సపోర్ట్ మెకానిజమ్స్ గిన్ ఉన్నాయో ఇప్పుడు ఏమైతుందంటే మొత్తము మీకు తెలిసిన విషయం అంతా కూడా ఉట్టి తెలంగాణ కానివ్వండి, తెలుగు స్టేట్స్కి వెళ్ళి మీరు ఉన్నారు, ఏపీ కానీ తెలంగాణ నుంచి. ఈ ఉమెన్ ఆంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్షిప్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లా మీరు ఇప్పుడు అందరూ కూడా ఇండియా మొత్తంలో మీకు ఎట్లాంటి సపోర్ట్ మెకానిజం కావాలన్నా కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఉమెన్ ఆంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్షిప్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో మీకు సపోర్ట్ వస్తుంది. ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి కూడా అది మీరు తెలుగులోనే రాయొచ్చు. సో మీరు అందరూ కూడా ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ని వాడుకొని చాలా మంచిగా ముందుకెళ్ళాలని ఆశిస్తున్నాము. What I was trying to say is so far the support that VHub has been able to do has been in Telugu, only in Telangana or in the Telugu states. But with women entrepreneurship platform actually being in vernacular, now you have access to the best of mentors, best of incubators, best of everything on one single platform. So please make use of it. So wishing the newly renewed WEP platform a lot of success. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be here. And Amitabh sir, always an admirer of all the amazing work that is being done. And Anna ma'am, you're the fire behind WEP, and we are always there, and we would love to get your continued support and offer the support that VHub can do. And Sangeeta ma'am, always you're a beacon of support for us. As you know, you're on our board, so we look forward to a lot of work with you. And Kalyan, one of the biggest things that we believe that Flipkart has actually come up with, which is going to enable a lot of women entrepreneurs, is the Samarth program. So we look forward to working with you very closely on bringing more and more women onto the Samarth platform. And as Chetna ma'am said, making 1 million women entrepreneurs in the next 1 year. So wishing all of us a lot of success. And all of us, let's just use WP, Women Entrepreneurship Platform. Thank you.
దీప్తి గారు చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. ఇలాగే మమ్మల్ని ఇన్స్పైర్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి, ఇలాగే మమ్మల్ని మోటివేట్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. థ్యాంక్స్ వన్స్ అగైన్. Like Mishra ji rightly mentioned, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante Ramante Tatra Devataha. Women are honored where dignity blossoms there. Thank you, respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, all our speakers. Ms. Roy for her guidance and leadership, Sonali, Vaishnavi, Amanda, Akriti, Dinesh, and the Flipkart team, Uma, Nitin, and the Fiki Flow team, Geeta and the Choice team, Vidya, Kriti, and the Collabora team, Donna and the YAP team, Sumita, Sabhyati, and Ankan of the WEP team, and Niti Ayog. To all the women out there, imagine with all your mind, believe with all your heart, achieve with all your might. Until we meet again, this is your host, Archana Deshmukh, signing off. Take care, stay safe.